I can't do that. It's too hot. I can't laugh.
Okay, we need to start shooting the episode.
Take it away.
Hi guys.
Why doesn't it work sometimes?
Mama. Hi guys, welcome to our channel.
Just do it next week. Just do it. Please. Okay. Please and thank you. What are the magic words? Please. 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 That's what I'm saying. Please. And thank you. And excuse me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The actual parent. Yeah. I keep forgetting your children. Alright, so today we're talking about adulting and motherhood. If you remember, we were womanhood. Sorry. The topic has changed. You see, you know the topic. So yeah, we're talking about adulting and we're talking about womanhood. I know we did the last time we did adulting. We did adulting and money.
All I really want to see is the
womanhood. What is womanhood?
Oh, that's a good one.
When do you call yourself a woman? For me, it's when you turn 30, because when Beyonce turned 30, after she had Ivy, she was like, I'm a grown woman. Hey!
Womanhood is basically adulthood, but like now you're a woman. You get?
Yeah, we get a lot of it.
I don't know. I think level of maturity is what differentiates a young lady from a woman. That level of maturity, I just don't know how to describe what I mean by a level of maturity. Yeah.
I think it's a combination of age and emotional intelligence, because you can have someone who's very young but they're they're mature, but I wouldn't call them a woman. She's just. But I feel if somebody's out, like when you hit 30, you're a woman. But also you can have utoto, so you're just a very stupid woman. But yeah, I think, and then when you have a kid, then you're just a woman. For real.
Okay. I think it's also a bit of the emotional part, emotional intelligence. When you understand yourself as a person a bit better.
Yeah.
Not just, anyway, you understand yourself better. And then for me myself, when I started feeling like a woman, of course, it's now after moving out, and when someone is asking you, what are we eating for supper? You don't have any. When you realize you have responsibilities that you can't go back to your family and be like, by the way, there's no ati nani Konje said there's no mboga. Like you don't have a person to go to really. Yeah, I think that's nice.
Yeah, I think because me, I'm not there yet. I think we're all women here.
I think so.
Do you consider yourself a woman?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Deep in it.
For one, we're going to delve deeper into this in the next episode, but vaginal awareness or vaginal health. Whether you're sexually active or not.
Yeah.
And the first one is we mentioned was pap smears. So obviously, if you've been sexually active, that's when they say you go and do an annual pap smear.
Yeah.
Every I think back in the day it used to be every year or every other year when you're over 30, over 35, but now it's like even in your 20s, women are being asked to do pap smears.
My first pap smear I was in my 20s, I think around 24 or 25.
Me too, I was 20, no, I was 20, yeah, I was around the age, 24, 25.
Yeah,
I didn't even know what a pap smear was.
Exactly, I didn't know what I was going for. Like, when I was cleared, I'm like, okay, I didn't know the importance. I wish I was more background education.
Yeah, but just a quick summary. What a pap smear does. A pap smear is, well, the guy just goes into your vag with a little like swab and then scrapes off, I think, some cells. I'm sorry. Takes them for testing so that they can check if you have any cancerous cells in the lining of your vagina. And initially they're looking for also the HPV virus, because the HPV virus is linked to cervical cancer, and it used to be a disease for older women, but now they're seeing women in their mid-20s dying from cervical cancer linked to HPV. And yeah, and HPV is transferred from men. Like it's a sexually transmitted I don't know if it's a disease or if it's an infection. It's an STI. Yeah. Oh, and if you've never been sexually active, there's a vaccine that you can take to prevent you from getting HPV. But as long as you're sexually active, the vaccine does not work.
I saw on Instagram someone has found a cure. Did I see on BuzzFeed just yesterday?
Yeah.
I can't remember what country. Anyway,
Really?
Yeah.
So another thing we've discovered, I mean, we can talk about in adulting and womanhood is getting a mammogram or getting your boobs checked. I've done it once in years.
I've never done
it with a doctor.
But I check myself only because my app reminds me. My period tracker tells me check your breasts for cancer. And someone was like, oh, okay, so I check. But yes, mammogram, I do that this year actually.
Yeah.
So your app reminds you every month.
Can you be my mammogram accountability partner?
Okay.
When
can I discuss that with you?
Accountability.
Guys, when can we do it?
Next month.
Okay. Yeah.
The month is over. Next month.
We'll discuss.
Okay.
Your skin changes, and now you have to start putting anti-wrinkle. Well, I haven't noticed wrinkles, but
I to start by wrinkles. May have laughing wrinkles. Like
yeah.
But
then somebody told me, I thought, Nini, you use these things like when you're 30, 40. My cousin was like, sweetie, 28, 29 years. You need to start doing eye cream and I don't even know.
How about night routine, a morning routine? I used to find these things so tedious, but they're so important. They are. The importance of taking off your makeup before you sleep. I struggle with that up to now, but I can see the difference of when I take off the makeup for like 2 days in a row as compared to when I don't. So I even actively try and avoid too much makeup even. My hair is a product of things I ate when I was pregnant. Because right now that diet has stopped being that strict. I don't take as much water. I would start every morning, every day I would drink a glass of fruit and vegetable juice. Blended fruit and vegetable juice. Like beet, carrot, I did that for like almost a year and a half. Now that has stopped, I'm starting to ask my hairdresser, why is my hair looking a bit thinner? Like what's happening? And I know the one thing I've changed is I don't take the juice anymore. I'm drinking a little less water, I'm drinking a bit more because I'm out, I'm having fun, and it's affecting my hair.
So you can imagine if it's affecting what you can see. Your inside, your organs.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And even we call ourselves women, are we taking care of ourselves? I feel like a girl right now sitting out like shit, girl.
I don't think we're taking care of ourselves. Sometimes you get sick and then you're like, oh my god, like I should have been taking care of myself a little bit better. Because I think our generation, we are a bit more reckless in the sense that we were allowed to go out drinking, smoking, and then you also mentioned smoking. Skincare.
You age 10 times faster when you smoke cigarettes consistently. It ages you, so that's what made me stop smoking. 10 is a lot. And then as you said, that's what you see on your skin. Can you imagine how your lungs, when you see those black lungs?
Even there's once I went for a checkup, like full body checkup, the guy was like, those days I used to smoke. He's like, it takes your 1 year of smoking, it takes 3 years to get rid of that from your body.
I think right now I'm just like trying to, I don't know what eye cream to use, I don't know what anti-wrinkle, I don't know what products to use. So actually, if you're out there and you know what to advise newly 30-year-old women on how to take care of their skin to be more youthful, I mean from the outward, not the drinking water and the things we know, products, that would be nice. This one is funny. Aching body parts. Lorna's knee and she goes creaking shoulder.
I found my creaking shoulder recently, but I have a noisy knee and a noisy ankle. That's gym and age.
Gym and age. Both my knees creak. Especially my right one. When I'm walking up the stairs, it always creaks like.
When we squat a lot, it's even noisier.
Usually she was like, knee out, guys. I'm like, knee out where? Out.
And then I was telling them, nowadays me, like let's say if I sit in a position for long, that's usually normal, like you know you're watching a movie and you're just like and then you just cut to pick your phone, you're like, ah! Me usually feel pain, I'm like, this is age.
You know, the other day I was lying on my bed like this. I got up and then I said, you know, here my ribs and my skin is like that shikana. Like there's no fluid or whatever it's supposed to be there. I tried to get up, I have to lie in like fetal position. Like 2 minutes because I was like, what the, am I dying? I didn't understand it. And then after I was shut and I promise you, that's age.
Taking care of yourself as well financially?
As a woman, you have to, you know, a grown woman rather, you can't depend on your spouse or your, you know, of course you leave your parents behind. If you have a spouse, you can't just depend on them, you know. So as in, that is, for me, is womanhood. Womanhood is not depending on, you know, you have to be like independent. You have to be independent. You have to be like a fucking she-wolf, man. Like you can't be, you have to be alpha. If anything happens in your life, you still have to be. That's why I respect single mom so much. Like it's crazy, you guys. It's not easy, and we're not really supposed to, like, we're not, that's not drilled in our heads. But then you have to pick yourself up and move on from there and become your own man and become your own woman and just move on.
Because men are socialized, boys are socialized to make money and get it. Us, we're socialized. We're summer and then get a job, but you're not given that same pressure of, you know, you need to make a lot of money.
It's more homemaking.
It's more homemaking. So you're just like trying to make sure, hey, I need to marry someone who is financially stable. But maybe the guy also wants to marry a babe who's financially stable.
Nowadays guys want financially stable
because there's power in a dual income household.
So much.
In essence, for me, when you've said that, woman for me is also very much about setting an example. Because all the time I'm always thinking, what would my babies think of me in this moment right now? What example do I want to set for them? That's why you have to be very serious with what it is you're doing, with your money, with your investments, with your whatever.
But there's still women who don't have to work because their husbands have said, I want you to take care of the home. I want the kids to find you at home. I don't want them to find the house. You know.
Those women also not any less of a woman. Because you find this, I mean, running a home is not easy as well.
It really isn't.
But I think also men now need to be open about about the money that's also coming in, especially where the man is the breadwinner. Because you see a lot of men are. This is stuff I was seeing on. They're doing something for millennials, and they had a financial analyst who came, and there was a lawyer that not CBA, ACA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, somebody who came to talk on that campaign, and he was saying that a lot of cases he finds where, especially if it's a guy who's a breadwinner, once he passes on, no one knows. The woman doesn't know what was happening. She doesn't know what was doing. Plus, also the men are very secretive. They don't want to give the power to the women if they're hiding the sugar somewhere or what. So you don't even know how your assets look like at home. So if the guy passes on, it's like, okay, you know. So even men, I think they need to be. I think if you're with someone, just try and be open. Because you can fall sick.
And I like that, because the thing about also men, this whole openness, I'd rather you drop dead and you leave me not knowing where the money is, rather than you drop dead and you leave me in heavy debt. Meaning you're trying to sustain a lifestyle that we can't, because you can't talk and tell the woman that I'm borrowing money to sustain this. So we drop dead and leave me aloof, but drop dead and leave me in debt.
That's fucked up.
But also women, then in that case, what you're saying need to be open, which I'm very weird about that. How will I really tell you exactly how much I get?
I was told when you go for this church things, you have to disclose what each of you is earning.
But how do you know?
I lie.
Me, I would.
You would lie? If you're lying, you're not helping you.
No, I'm saying I would.
Disclose.
I'd disclose.
It's like
me, I do ballpark. Like generally, like you know.
But why aren't you comfortable telling your man how much you earn, yet you want to know how much he earns?
I don't.
No.
Even me, I don't want to know exactly.
Let me tell you something. I don't know why. For me, I feel like we not only in relationships, but even in terms of, you know, your peers and your colleagues. I honestly, my ideal would be people know, even if you and even if you don't want to know exactly how much.
And I'm not comfortable.
Like, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Spending.
No. Because I know it puts you in a very vulnerable position. Also, even me, I know I'm saying something that's really out there. But let me tell you something. It is for your own advantage to help you leverage and know, okay, in this industry at this level, this is how much I should be earning. Women can be the worst to each other.
When I was saying that, I was telling my friends some of my worst bosses in my entire life have been women, and I was shocked. And I was younger than them. I had not been in my career as long as they had, I admired the shit out of them, and they brought me down. They brought me down, and I would wonder why. Why? So I don't know if it's the obvious thing to say that it's women against women. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's open to debate. But those women, they changed my life. Nowadays, I think I'm very kind to women, especially in the office space. I want to empower more women. I have friends who empower me, so I really want to empower more women.
But also, you said right now that your boss who is a woman is the best thing that happened.
That too, exactly. Exactly.
Which is that
on the flip side.
On the flip side, it's like all that chaos I went through was a journey bringing me to this woman that is my mentor right now.
I don't know if it's right to say the obvious thing that that people usually say of maybe they felt a bit threatened by you.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're younger. And your potential is more than theirs. Maybe they've peaked, and they are basically
training you to take
their job.
Yeah. Your presence is an affirmation to the fact that they're on their way out.
Their way out. Yes.
So maybe that's how they were feeling. I only know this because it's in Gabrielle Union's book. Yeah. Where she talks about, especially in film, where the shelf life for actors is very short, and then include now that you're black and then you're a woman. It takes another level of maturity. You know, for you to be like, hey, I need to stop feeling threatened and help this person. Because what if, let's look at it as like even over 25. Would you be threatened if somebody DMs you and says, I'm starting my new channel, there's the 4 of us, we're just like you guys, please can we meet and you tell us because I've had other vloggers discuss and say, why would I come and tell you what has worked for me? I mean, like, give you all my knowledge. Why don't you just start and get your own lessons? And I had them say that, and I was like, okay, yeah, but someone's just asking for advice. You know what I mean? Like, tips. If you don't have tips, just say I don't have, because like for me, I genuinely don't have like how to start tips, because when we started there was no plan.
Not trying.
Exactly.
Ivy, these women probably suffer the same. You understand? Like people,
they're projecting.
Yeah, they're projecting, so they're like, hey, I had a hard time getting to where I am. Yeah, there's no way I'm letting this young girl just have an easy way up.
Do you think it's harder? When we say adulting and womanhood, have you guys realized, is it harder for women generally?
Yes, in our field of work, I
don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
I would imagine like for maybe but then CEOs, you know,
let me tell you what I do.
Top level management.
Let me tell you what I mean. There's a place I used to work a long time ago when I was young, and I remember a very senior person, when I was doing my induction in week 1, came and said, good job, don't get pregnant.
I was scared as fuck when I got pregnant.
I
was so scared of losing my job.
So things like that. I don't know.
And when I get a new job, I do mathematics. After how long is it okay to be pregnant? Such things, which is so unfair.
And then finally, adulting and womanhood. I think one of the things I talked about is that there's an accepting of who you are, in the sense of these things that you used to try and fix and change about yourself, and then nowadays you're just like, it's who I am. So you just kind of accept even the things that are not working.
And I really liked when you said that, because it makes living a bit easier when you accept some of these small things that used to bother you so much. So much. If the color of your skin is the color of your skin, it is fine, you can lighten it, whatever. But once you accept some of these smaller things, you can deal with bigger things. So and me over 25 has also taught me that a bit, because of how sometimes you can talk and you're like, you know, that's how Lorna is, you know. And then that's what made me think, like, it's okay. It's okay, even if it's not a very positive thing we're encouraging. We've accepted this is how she is. So even you can accept it.
Like, oh my gosh, that's such
a good realization.
And also friendship, because imagine like me, I whatever 25 has shown, I used to think I know you guys. Like I'm like, of course I know, these are my people. And then we started this project. Okay, it wasn't a project, but we started this channel. And I'm like, hey, the fuck? Who are you? And she not likes gifts. No,
we're learning.
And she goes to do it. I feel like I've learned so much about you guys. We knew each other we've known each other for many years, but I think we didn't know each other. We were doing a business together, and then there's tasks and deadlines, and everyone has a role to play. Then now you know what, it's like, a different side of someone. It's like now you've been dating for long, and then you get married. So now we are seeing the, the true self.
Realities.
Yeah, exactly. We call this talk catching up. I don't know. We started with now you've got
it goes under accepting who I am. One of the lessons I keep repeating to Shikie that Amina taught me was, as a woman in a relationship, never enter a relationship with a man thinking that he's going to give you 50% of the same emotion that you're going to give him. As a woman in a relationship, you have to realize that you'll put in probably more, 70-80%.
Even like just downstairs when I was getting the stools, I was talking to your mom downstairs. She was like, yeah, no pressure, and also don't be too picky with who. We're talking about relationships.
She's telling me don't.
Then she's like, Auntie. So I was like, yeah, even me, I think I've realized that you choose love and you choose who to love. Because then she was like, yeah, even us, even right now, your mother will tell you that your dad is not perfect. It just takes she really like put it in perspective for me. At sometimes you close one eye. Sometimes you close the other. Sometimes you open both of them and you're seeing with both. Sometimes they're closed. I'm like, wow, mom, thanks. I was like, that is so true. Like, your guy will never be perfect.
Like house fixer-uppers, Jules. This house fixer-uppers. Start knowing now, guys. Start knowing now that men will tell you, I'll fix it.
I'll show you my curtain. I'll show you my curtain when you come to the house.
I'll show you my...
Half of it is off the ninis, the runners. Me, I've tried.
God give me grace.
God give me grace. Now we are just here waiting. Yeah. Okay, I'll get to it.
My bed is mosquito net. The net is like this. The kafop, it's like this. Like, babe, I'll fix it. Babe, like the net is...
Yeah, God give you grace. I think
because me, I can't deal with like.
I think that's womanhood.
Yeah.
That's Musa.
Yeah.
And then you understand 1 year later it might happen, but let it go.
Yeah. You'll come tell us, babe. You'll come to tell us, like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
My door is falling off. I'm still waiting.
That sounds like what Akina Made say.
Babe, you'll become that woman.
You'll become your man.
And then we'll take a sip of wine, we'll go home, you let your door fall. Okay.
Over 25, subscribe.
I'm a grown woman.